Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning or good evening to everyone. Welcome to the Mainframe Grow YouTube channel. Today, I am going to discuss integrity constraints and its type in database. First of all, what are integrity constraints? Integrity constraints are rules in database which are used to maintain the integrity, accuracy, and consistency of data. Okay, and these integrity constraints are applied at the time of table creation. Means whenever you are going to create a table, these integrity constraints are defined and applied. And these constraints prevent an invalid entry into any column of a table. And these constraints also prevent the accidental damage to the database by an authorized users. Mean these prevent the database to become corrupted, or means these integrity constraint keep the database into an integrated and accuracy and consistent state. Okay, and integrity constraints are basically classified into below three type. First is domain integrity, second is entity integrity, or we can say it key constraint, and third is referential integrity. First, domain integrity. Domain integrity constraints is defined as the definition valid of a valid set of value for an attribute. Means we have to enter the valid value into n column of a table, means into all column of the table. Means data type for a column, it means for a column it can be of type like character type, string type, integer type, time, date, currency, etc. Okay, and there are some domain integrity constraints like not null and check not null with default. Like here we have created one table, employee table, and employee id is of integer type, and it has constraint not null, and name has character type, and age has integer type. Okay, and department name has character type. And we have used check here. Check is used to, like, we have to enter only these entry into the column, means into the department column, like insurance, finance, hr, or health. Means other than other than if we are trying to insert any other value into the department name, means other than insurance, finance, hr, health, so we will receive the error. Means a domain integrity constraint throw an error to us, like we can't enter the means based on the conditional check, you can say. And we have the primary key employee id. And here, for example, there is employee id, we have entered every data is correct, and the name also. But in case of age, when we are going to enter the record with the data kk, so it has throw the, means it has not allowed this record to be inserted into the database, because uh, age is an integer attribute, but we are entering the character data type, so it is not allowing to enter this record into the table. So there should be integer type, like there should be integer value only. If we are going to enter kk, so domain integrity constraint will throw us an error. Okay, and second is entity integrity constraint is used to identify or recognize the row or record of a table uniquely, and it also states that the primary key value can't be null. Entity integrity uh, we also say it like we also say it key constraint. Okay. And like primary key, unique key come under this type of integrity constraint. Like for example, we have employee id, which is primary key, and name, and then age, then department name. But like I have entered the first three records successfully, but in the fourth record there is null value, means we are entering no value here. So it is not allowing because primary key can't contain a null value, so this will not insert this record into the database. Okay. And third is referential integrity constraint. Referential integrity is used to establish a relationship between two tables. Okay. And like foreign key come under the referential integrity of the database. For example, we have this child table, and we have employee id, name, age, department name. Okay, and this is our phone key, and this is our uh, parent table, and this is our primary key. Why is this parent table? Because it contains the primary key. And if you see here foreign key this table is contain foreign key, it means it is a child table, and it contain the primary key in the relationship, so it is a parent table. Here what happening, I have created the employee table. Employee, this is like our child table. Okay, this is employee table, and I have defined employee ID of integer type, name of character type, age of integer type, department name of character 10 type, and then I have given the check condition into the uh, department name. And then I have used primary key, and then I have used foreign key, department name reference to the department table. This is our department table, and this is a column. This is primary key column to which we are going to refer. Like insurance is available into this, yes. So insurance also, like then it will first record is entered means successfully inserted. But when we are going to insert second record, you have seen like it contain the finance department, but in the parent table finance department is not available. So this will not allow to enter this record. Okay. And other record like hr is also available into the primary key of parent table, and health is also available, and insurance is also available. Like you can enter multiple record of like any department name into the child table. And there are some rules, like if we are going to delete row of a parent table. Okay, like I am going to delete the insurance row. Okay, so which are having matching foreign key value in dependent table means child table, then we will get SQL code minus 532. Means when I am going to delete this row, this record. So it will not delete this record, but it will give us minus 532 SQL code. For deleting this record, we have to first delete these two record which are having department name is insurance. Only after deleting from this we can delete from the parent table. And okay, and parent record can be deleted only if no child record exists. It is also saying same, like uh, parent parent record can be deleted only if insurance is not available, insurance record is not available into the child table. And parent record cannot be modified if child record exists. Like if you are going to update the insurance to any other department, let's say legal department, so it will not allow to update the insurance to legal, because insurance is already available into the child table. Okay, thank you guys, that's all from my side. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. If you have any doubt or any question, please write that down into the below comment box.